Hello, hello, Virgo. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing today? My name is Patty. I am here to do your intuitive tarot. It is divine driven, divine guided. So hopefully he is here to answer any of your questions, any of your struggles, challenges, things that you're going through. And then I will also be doing a current card energy and a future energy. This is the future energy is astrology. I do astrology and numerology to mix it because they're all energies. I do basically focus in on the astrology and the divine. However, I do pick up on the numerology and how that interplays. So let's get started. So we're going to do the 28th through the 4th, I believe, of July. I think it's the 4th. Anyway, that's where we're going to start. So I do know the 28th through the 4th. It's like, well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 4th. Going crazy here. The reason why I'm crazy is because I had to pre-record this. I am on vacation. So give me a break here. I will be doing some live videos on vacation though. So if you're watching this on the 28th, you might catch, if you subscribe and hit the bell, you will see that I'm probably going to pop on live either from Universal Studios or Disney World Resort. So definitely make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell. I appreciate it. Otherwise, if you enjoy the energies of this video, please like at least and share with your friends. I'd appreciate that as well. All right, so let's get started. This is Virgo's on wealth. This is about the number 7. Wealth is about your potential and ambition, okay? But most of the time, I'm looking at the potential of something when I see this number 7, because wealth to the divine is not materialistic things. It is not things of the earth. Wealth is your integrity, your morals, and your values. And so I think he's having some of you look at that. Because your current energies is birth and rebirth. So something ending, something beginning, something resolving or completing, and something new. So there might be something going on within you that maybe things are changing, turning around for you in a more high vibrational, higher frequency. That something that you made a choice about that you don't want to do anymore. That now this new person or this new idea or this new habit, this new pattern is going to begin to come out. It's finally, it's like a big choice that you have made to change so that you have better integrity, your morals and your values, that people will look up to you more than what they have been. Okay. Because your future energy is about the earth fairy, is about physical health, your grounding and your foundations. Okay. So a lot about your grounding foundations. And this is the number 9 energy. So you've got 7 and 9 and 5 is your cards. These two cards work side by side definitely in this. And this newness that you're going to be trying or doing, whatever it is that, basically something ended and something beginning. But this has to do with your integrity, your morals, and your values. This is new and it's uncomfortable. It's like a newness. It's like being a little kid again. Like, how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. I got to learn how to do this. It's like learning how to walk, kind of a thing. So that's where that's going to be started. This is great, Virgos. This is definitely about your grounding. This is about foundation. So somebody's, and I have to say this to everybody's foundation when they started, which means their childhood or their training or their brainwashing, whatever you want to call it, definitely was a rough road. Definitely was a rough road. And maybe had a lot of dysfunction in it. And I say that because we started out with the devil card. So the devil card is about definitely about the number 6. Again, about your harmony, your balance. He loves to throw that off. And he does that by dysfunction. So somebody's past had a lot to do with more of a dysfunctional path. So your integrity, your morals, and your values got skewed. Thank you. That's a beautiful way to say that. I was going to say something else, and they said skewed. So so they got sort of twisted a little bit. All right. So this is something that you can break. This is something that can change. Again, this is more of the death. because you want to get rid of that low vibrational energy. You want to get rid of the dysfunction. You want to be able to think things more clearly, more healthy. You want to be able to make better choices. This, I think, is really about boundaries and standards as well. All right. So definitely the devil had a hand in it, which means, oh, wow, that's power. That is definitely divine power working right there. Definitely somebody's being awoken right there. 6, 7. Wow. This is a spiritual battle. This is a huge spiritual battle. Somebody really wants to change, but something keeps pulling them back to the low vibration. Somebody really wants to go forward in a positive, higher vibrational, but something keeps pulling them back. And something that keeps pulling them back is I keep hearing, I worry what people think about me. And the reason why I say this is a big spiritual battle, you've got the Knight of Swords right there. When the Knight of Swords is there, that is about truth, absolute truth. So the Knight of Swords is looking for truth. He's very strong in finding the truth. He ain't going to stop until he gets it. So when you've got an old way of thinking and a new, this is a current energy card right here. This is the current energy right here, is that we've got somebody really wanting to look at the truth, really starting to see the light per se, is starting to see the positive and things turning around. But something keeps drawing them back. And what that is the past. That could be a person trying to pull you back. That could be a habit trying to pull you back. It could be an addiction trying to pull you back. It could be something of the low vibrational pulling you back. So what is that for you? It's pulling you back into that dysfunctional life. And this is where the spiritual battle comes in, because your spirit really wants you to move forward, but your human side wants to stay. Your wants, I want is your human side, but your desire and your future and everything is your spirit side. So you want to really move forward. Somebody's really fighting that, because you've got the Six of Swords running. You're running. And they do not like to be alone. Somebody's running because they're afraid that they're going to be alone. Woo, we got to face this fear. This is all about your grounding. This is about getting a new foundation. This is about becoming more stable, because this dysfunction and this past is very unstable. Very unstable. We have to put that to bed. We have to put that to rest. We have the Knight of Cups and Death. Everybody's like, oh my God, death. No, it doesn't mean that. It means that something will end. Something's going to come to an end. And here's the thing. Do you have the strength to fight it? Because this 5 of Wands is your challenge card. This is your challenge card, because some people don't believe they have the strength to change, or they don't have the strength to fight the spiritual battle, that they want to keep going back to the old ways, keep going back to that old person that should have been let go a long time ago, going back to that toxic relationship, going back to anything. But no, this is your challenge card. You have to have the strength. In order to do that, you have to have the strength to move forward and to move past the toxicity, to realize it, not deny it, but realize it and get through it. And that's what death is all about. Because you have the opportunity coming towards you to release the devil, release whatever is keeping you held back, whatever is limiting you. You have to release it, but do you have the strength to do it? Yes, you do. You really do, because the divine is saying, I'm right here telling you, you have integrity, morals, values. You have the strength. You have that. That is your wealth, your supernatural wealth. And once you tap into it, you'll be shocked at really how strong you are to get through a lot of it, because this is about starting something new that is healthy, getting away from the toxicity, and getting away from everything that is toxic. All right. And the thing is that you have the strength in you. You're just not comfortable using it yet, because you're the number 5. Number 5 is sort of uncomfortable, not stable, because it's something new. It's like when I first realized my intuitiveness, it's like, oh, this is sort of cool. But I was like, as it grew and grew, it grew by itself because it's something that the divine wanted me to utilize for whatever reason. But it grew by itself. However, it was a little uncomfortable at first because I'm like, what's going on? And then other abilities started happening at the same time. And I was like, what's going on? I actually thought I was going nuts at first. I was so overwhelmed. I had to go see a psychiatrist because I felt so unstable. But she even told me after 30 years of being a psychiatrist, she goes, I can't help you. She did tests on me and all kinds of stuff. She goes, I can't help you. You need to go see somebody of the supernatural or psychic realm because you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. But it wasn't fearful. It was just uncomfortable. I didn't know what was happening. I had no idea what was happening. All these fake phone numbers calling in and leaving messages. I hate it. But yeah, definitely. So Ace of Pentacles, definitely somebody's trying to stop you from moving forward in yourself. This also might be moving forward in your career. Somebody is trying to stop you. Something is trying to stop you to keep you bound. Again, you gotta break the chain. Break the chains. The thing about the devil is, if you look at the card, their chains are very loose around their neck. They can get out if they want to. It's a choice to get out or not. So this is something that you got the death card twice. Something that needs to end. This toxic thinking. Somebody's toxic thinking. Somebody's toxic in sabotaging themselves. They're very good at sabotaging themselves. Sabotaging relationships. Sabotaging and hurting themselves in not physically but emotionally. Definitely. The devil card really wants you to stay in the past and think of all this, oh, poor me. Oh, I'm never going to make it. This is why I said this is a spiritual battle, a very big spiritual battle, that you got to have the strength to push through it and know that the devil is a liar. He is a liar. He will have you believing in all kinds of things. All right. Let's see what else Divine has. And then we're going to go to love and relationships. Although you've got to be looking at the absolute truth. So this is how you fight the devil or low vibrations and stuff like that. You have to put your mindset away from your feelings and your emotion and look at the facts. The truth, the absolute truth, not earth truth, but absolute truth is this fact, because we're talking about integrity, morals, and values, and you cannot see those. Those are second dimensional. So you have to look at the absolute truth, what the divine says about what is going on here, toxic, whatever needs to end in your life and begin a new life. You have to look at that and say, okay, what is the absolute truth? It's sort of like when you're saying, when somebody says, oh, you're just ugly. Like when my brother used to call me ugly. You're so ugly. You're so fat, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, is that true? No, it wasn't. It was his thought process. But if you look at the absolute truth, divine never creates anything that isn't beautiful to him. It doesn't matter what it is on this earth, but what is absolute truth to him is beauty. You don't look through any book of the tarot, or not tarot, but the Torah, or the book of the Bible, or anything in any religion or culture that isn't talking about beauty, bringing out the beauty, the truth. All right. All right. So let's go to love and relationships. This is a hard one. I'm not going to go really deep into this because this is about your foundation. Whatever you want to do with your foundation, that's your life, your choice, your journey. However, you've got a spiritual battle in changing to do right, to do out of absolute love, absolute truth. This is a spiritual battle. Definitely something needs to end. Your hurt needs to end. Everything that this victim mentality needs to end. But this has got to be your choice to end it. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about end the toxicity, end the negative thinking, end, you know, something so that you can have a new rebirth, a new foundation, a new life full of love and joy, which is high integrity, high morals, high values, high self-esteem, self-love, that kind of stuff. All right? Because it's after everything that you have. Money, your heart, your desires, your soul, your everything. It's after everything. So let's go into love and relationships. So remember, this is the week of the 28th through the 4th. There's, again, on this relationship, just like the future energy. Oh, we got 2 cards. Okay, like the future energy, this is about your grounding and your foundations with this person. This is about being optimistic and aggression. Okay? Aggression and assertiveness, this is the opposite. So we're working with opposites. You know, we've got to go to what we want to mirror. This is about your foundation in your relationship. Okay? And this is about not only the physical health of the relationship, you know, sexually and intimately and everything like that, but this is also about how you're going to mirror each other. You know, let's be optimistic about things growing. Let's be optimistic about, you know, moving forward. Let's communicate. Communicating is hard until the 22nd because Mercury retrograde is all in on it, right? So you have to sort of look at this. Which way do you want it to go? Sort of like this birth and rebirth. And what is the health of your relationship? That's your wealth. Okay, what is the health of your relationship? Is it healthy? Is it toxic? Is it one way? Is it loving in both ways, both giving and taking at the same? Okay, so in this relationship, again, it's about balance, right? And balance in your stability. It says, be bold and make the first move. This was the first card out. Sometimes we have to be, even females, ladies, you have to be the first one to initiate some intimacy. This really, really helps in your relationship. A lot of women don't want to move forward, think it's just the man that should want to do that. And intimately, a lot of the times women want to, but they're afraid to initiate. Don't be afraid to initiate. If you have to be fearful of your partner, of what they're going to think or anything, then why did you get married or why are you with them? You should be able to be completely you in your relationship. So be bold and make the first move. If this is a new relationship, which I don't think it is, but if it is a new relationship, make the first move. Hey, are you interested in going to have coffee? Are you interested in going having, you know, out to dinner or out to lunch or something? You know, want to do that? Because you have to look at the bigger picture. This is something in your relationship that you have to look at the big picture. The other thing too is this is a lot about communication, guys. So if you're communicating with somebody and they're very honest and open, saying, you know what, I like I don't know. Let me think here, because I went to another route. I went to freaky deaky. I want to be freaky deaky, and the other one's like, oh, I'm pretty much like, no, I just don't like to do that. It's not going to work out. Unless you decide to open up and become adaptable to each other. Maybe he or she has to sort of back up with a little freaky deaky a little bit, and the other one has to get a little bit more open with that person. Then it's going to work out. But if one is really freaky deaky and the other one's really conservative, it's not going to work out. So this is what I'm talking about, is make the first move. You've got to be able to articulate what you want. Again, ask to receive what it is to ask and receive, and then go from there. And look at the bigger picture. Do you want to be with this person in a year, 5 years, 10 years? And the other thing is, can I live without? If this person was gone, can I live without this person? If you're deciding to get married or not get married, or move in or not move in, you got to look at the big picture. Can I live without this person? If they were going to be gone from this earth tomorrow, am I going to be okay without this person? Because if you choose not to be with that person and they go somewhere else, that may be it. You may never see them again, because they're going to go with somebody else, or they move away and go with somebody else. You may never see them again. So these are things that you got to look at the bigger picture. All right. So Virgos, that's your reading for the 28th through the 4th. And I will be back on the 4th, and we'll start again with the 5th readings. So hopefully everybody is good and healthy. And I don't think I am going to do the dailies in July. I haven't gotten a lot of, I was hoping for a bigger impact than that. So I think I'm going to be holding off through July, at least, unless people keep coming at me for the dailies. So we'll just keep doing that. All right. Thank you, you guys. Have a great week, and we will talk to you next week. Take care. And don't forget to walk in absolute truth and absolute love. Take care.